This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Chems. We're located at 19616 Crystal Springs Court, Santa Clarita, California 91321. Today is November 13th, 2020. We're performing a video drain and waste line and sewer inspection. We're running through a 2-inch drain line here. Going to drop down into our waste line and attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we'll do here is, this is our side of the property. We are on the right hand side of the property, just underneath the kitchen window area. This is going towards the backyard. This is going towards our front of our property here. This is our kitchen window here. And as you can see, we have a 2-inch ABS drain line clean out here. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to drop down here. We're going to push out and attempt to get out towards the front of the property. We are running a little bit of water, and that's going to help us push out. Okay, we went ahead and pushed out, and what we did is we pushed out to this point. We're unable to push past this point here. As you can see, we do have quite a bit of debris and buildup in the line here. So we're going to pull back just a little bit. We want to pull back slowly and just take a good look at the line. We do have some water still running, but it does appear to be cast iron waste line here. So we did have a short section of black ABS waste line, and it transitioned into cast iron. Into ABS transitioned into cast iron waste line. As we pull back, so we're just gonna pause here for a moment.
Okay, we were unable to get through the kitchen sink clean out to the waistline and try and run through the sewer. So we're on the roof now. We're going to try and run through this 2-inch ABS plastic roof vent. We're going to zero out our camera monitor right here. Okay, we're zeroed out. And this is the roof line on top of the roof. And we are dropping into our 2-inch ABS roof vent. Hopefully it's straight down and there's no offsets. We may be able to get all the way out to the city sewer. And it looks like it. We're dropping down, making a turn. Now we're into an ABS plastic waistline. So far we look good. Running out toward the front of the house. The joint appears to be in fair condition. Coming up on another joint. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Making a turn, a little bit of a drop. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Now we're transitioning to vitreous clay. It appears that we do not have a mainline clean out on the house. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to mark this area, which would be a good place for a mainline clean out. There's a little bit of an offset here. We're holding a little bit of water, but not terrible. We're going to mark this area. Okay, we located this area right at the sidewalk. We are at 6 foot 9 inches deep, and this is the city lateral transition. We're going to jump over this area a little bit. Have to get a little running start. Okay, we're over that area, and now we're running out toward the city sewer, and we are in the vitreous clay lateral. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. We're going into our turn right here and heading into the city sewer. That's our saddle area. And that is the drop to our city sewer. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we've marked this area at approximately the middle of the street at approximately 8 foot 2 inches deep. We're going to begin pulling back. So we're at our city sewer tie-in connection right here, pulling back, and the joints, as we said when we looked at them all the way out, the joints in the vitreous clay all look to be in fair and maintainable condition. Little tiny chip right there on the edge of it in the face of the vitreous clay, but nothing to be concerned about at all. All of the joints in the vitreous clay are lined up pretty nicely. Do have some chips in edges, but that's typical. We see a lot of that just from installation. They jam them together sometimes and they chip them a little bit. It is vitreous clay. There's a little chip at the top on the face of it, but no root intrusion, no offsets, no major separations in the vitreous clay, no major breaks. Everything looks good. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. And then we're pulling back to the transition. As I said, we got a little bit of a offset there, but we're able to jump over that very easily. It's not holding back a lot of water. And we do have good grade on the ABS plastic. We have a drop right here before it goes in to the vitreous clay, so everything, and then we're leveling out. So we got about a 4 foot drop right there. Everything's going to push right through there. Now we're pulling back through our ABS plastic sewer line from the sidewalk area back to the house. We're going to try and pull back a ways, and we're going to locate right at the house. I was under the impression that the transition might be at the house, but it wasn't. So we're going to locate for a moment. Okay, we marked this area back behind the bush, just to the left of the entranceway, the walkway to the front of the house. We marked it with an orange flag at 3 foot 6 inches deep. And that would be a good area to install a mainline sewer clean out, if desired. Pulling back through our ABS plastic waistline now up underneath the slab of the house. Joint appears to be in fair condition, making a little bit of a turn, coming up. Those joints appear to be in fair condition. Those joints appear to be in fair condition as well. Those joints all appear to be in fair condition. Now we're pulling up and pulling out of our 2-inch roof vent. This is a roof vent for the toilet. Pulling up and out. And that will conclude our video waistline and sewer line inspection.